Children, today we are going to discuss about latitudes. So already we know that there are two imaginary lines on the globe, latitudes and longitudes. Latitude means the lines which are drawn parallel to the globe or parallel on the earth, they are called the latitudes. And also we have another group of lines on the earth, those are called the longitudes, which are drawn in the vertical shape, like in the vertically, which are drawn vertically, those are called the longitudes. And these longitudes are drawn from the north pole to south pole. So these are the imaginary lines, latitudes and longitudes, which we can see on the earth. And these lines are imaginary lines. These are not the real lines. These are the imaginary lines which we have on the earth. And children, I will tell you how many latitudes we have. We have 180 degrees of latitudes on the earth, and the equator is dividing the earth into two hemispheres, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. So in the northern hemisphere we have 90 degrees of latitudes, and in the southern hemisphere we have 90 degrees of latitudes. So 90 plus 90, we have total 180 degrees of latitudes. So these latitudes, let us see what are these latitudes and all. Earth is like a globe that spins from west to east on its imaginary line called axis. See children, the earth always spins itself again around the sun. There are two motions to the earth. The first one is rotation of the earth, and the second one is the revolution of the earth. When earth is moving itself, so in a imaginary line called an axis, and we can see the parallel and the meridians, means the parallel lines means the latitudes and the meridian line means longitude. So these parallel lines and the meridian lines we can see on the globe, but we cannot see on the earth because these are the imaginary lines. So what is the use of these imaginary lines? The use of these imaginary lines to locate the places very easily. These latitudes and longitudes helps us to locate the places very easily. And these longitudes covers the area or the points from the north pole to south pole, and the parallel lines means these latitudes runs from the west to east. And the equator is called the great circle and used to calculate the circumference of the earth. See, equator is a big latitude circle which we have on the earth, because at the center point of the earth it's so wide. The earth shape is very wide. So where there is a wide center point we have, so there we can see the equator, the center line is very wide, and which we can see the center point line, means this is the equator circle, which is very big circle we can see, which is formed by the equator, right? And children, now see, these are the latitudes which we can see, the latitudes which the equator is dividing the earth into two hemispheres. The topmost hemisphere is called as the northern hemisphere, and the bottom we have the southern hemisphere. And children, we can see these are the some of the important latitude names which you can see now. First, let us see the equator, which is one of the important latitude and which is mentioned with the 0 degrees number. And next we have Tropic of Cancer, which is the number 23.5 degrees north. Why the Tropic of Cancer 20 degrees 23.5 degrees north? Because this Tropic of Cancer is located in the northern region. So that's why this latitude will be mentioned with the north. If it is located towards the south, then the latitude number will be given as the 23.5 degrees south. Okay, equator, Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle, and North Pole. So you can see Tropic of Cancer is located with the 23.5 degrees north, and Arctic Circle, which is located with the 66 degrees and north, and North Pole, which is 90 degrees of North Pole. And if you can see in the south direction also, the important latitudes are Tropic of Cancer, which is located with the 23 degrees and of south, and Antarctic Circle, which is the latitude number is 66 and half degrees south, and South Pole, which is located at the 90 degrees of line. So these are the latitudes which we have on the earth. These are the imaginary latitudes, but we have given some important names for these latitudes. Now you can see here North Pole. Children, can you see North Pole, South Pole, and also we have these all are the important latitude names: Arctic Circle, Tropic of Cancer, Equator, Tropic of Capricorn, and Antarctic Circle. These are the important latitudes which we can see on the globe, but these are the latitudes, imaginary latitudes which we can see on the earth. So now let us discuss more about the latitudes. And axis is an imaginary line where the globe rotates. When we are spinning the globe also, we can find the another imaginary line called an axis, and it is tilted and not perpendicular. This tilt in the case of the earth is known as the obliquity. See, the axis will be tilted. It is not straight. Children, now you can see here the axis is tilted. It is not straight. See, North Pole and South Pole. This axis is not straight. It's just bended like this. Okay, the North Pole and South Pole is bended like this because of the sphere shape of the earth. The poles are tilted. This is the the tilting shape of the earth. And the around the earth, when the earth is moving like this, when our imaginary line forms, so that imaginary line will be called as the axis. And children, one more thing I want to tell you, and this is the west direction and this is the east direction. Earth always rotates from west to east. In this direction the earth rotates. So here you can see the rotation of the earth from west to east, where the arrow mark is showing the earth rotates from west to east direction. And the earth's axis makes an angle of 23.5 degrees. The angle of 23.5 degrees means the earth angle. So this is the angle shape. So this distance is a 23.5 degrees angle can be made by the earth's axis. And let us discuss about the important latitudes of the earth. Okay, the latitude is a angular distance of a place north to south of the equator expressed in degrees. All the latitudes will be expressed with the degrees, and towards the north direction and towards the south direction we can find the latitudes, and this each and every latitude is numbered with the these each and every latitudes are given numbers to all the latitudes even in the north and in the south. And equator or the great circle is the largest of all circles. It passes halfway between the north pole and south pole. Equator, which is passing from the center of the earth, and this equator is dividing the earth into two hemispheres. Hemispheres means equal halves. Okay, equal halves. The equator is dividing the earth into two hemispheres, two equal hemispheres, that is the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Now you can see the equator which is passing from the center of the earth or from the center of the globe, which is dividing the earth into two hemispheres, northern hemisphere and the bottom one is the southern hemisphere. And the equator cuts the earth into two equal hemispheres, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. The distance of a place north or south of the equator is measured in the term of angle and expressed in degrees. Each and every latitude and longitude will be mentioned with the degrees. Okay, how many degrees of distance? See children, from one latitude to the other latitude and from one longitude to the other longitude, the distance will be 111 kilometers. From one longitude to the other longitude, the distance will be 111 kilometers. So likewise, the distance will be more between the latitudes and longitudes. If it is drawn in a paper, it looks these latitudes and longitudes are very close to each other. But when we see the actual distance, if we compare the actual distance, the distance will be more. And the important parallel lines are, the important parallel latitudes are, you have to remember these important parallel latitudes also. Equator, which is very important latitude, which is passing from the center of our country, and the next latitude which we have is the Tropic of Cancer. This Tropic of Cancer latitude is located in the northern hemisphere, and the next important latitude which is there on the globe is the Tropic of Capricorn. This Tropic of Capricorn which is located in the southern hemisphere, and also Arctic Circle which is located in the northern hemisphere, and the Antarctic Circle which is located in the southern hemisphere. And these latitudes are dividing the earth into three heat zones. Based on these latitudes, based on the receiving of the temperature, the globe or the earth has been divided into three temperate zones. So those three temperate zones are tropical zone or torrid zone, temperate zone and frigid zone. So let us see what is the tropical zone, what is the torrid zone and what is the temperate zone. So based on the receiving heat onto the ground, based on the latitudes, the globe has been divided into three heat zones. So children, now you can see the torrid zone or the tropical zone which is located in between, the places besides the equator, towards the north and towards the south. This region, this particular region will be called as the torrid zone. Torrid zone means extreme hot, near the equator region it will be extreme hot because the sun rises receives directly near the equator. The straight sun rises will be reached near the equator region, so that's why this equator region will be very hot. And this temperate zone means this heat zone will be called as a torrid zone or the tropical zone. And moving forward to the next temperate zone, this is called as the north temperate zone. Here in the north temperate zone, the climate will be not very hot, not very cool. A medium kind of temperatures we can find in the north temperate zone. And next we have frigid zone, where this complete north polar region is completely located in the ice area. Means this north polar region is completely covered by the ice, because why this north pole region and south pole region, why these two poles are completely covered by the ice, because near to the north pole and south pole there receives less amount of sun rays. Due to the less amount of the sun rays, these areas are very cool and receives very less amount of the sun rays. So due to that these areas are completely covered by the snow. And let us see what are the heat zones located in the southern hemisphere. In the same how the heat zones are located in the northern hemisphere, the same heat zones are located in the southern hemisphere also. So here also we can find the torrid zone, which is located near to the equator region, where we can find the extreme hot temperatures we can find. And next we have the another heat zone is the south temperate zone. In the south temperate zone also, it is not very hot and it is not very cool. We can find the medium kind of temperatures in the south temperate zone. And we have the another cool region in the south part, that is the south pole, which is the south frigid zone, which is located in between the Antarctic Circle and the south pole. This is also the coolest or the frozen area on our earth. Even to the south pole also it receives very less amount of the sun rays, so that is why this south polar region part also completely covered by the ice. Compared to the north pole, the south part or the south pole is more cooler than the north polar region. So based on the equator, based on the temperatures, these globe or the earth also divided into three heat zones. The first one is tropical zone, and the second one is temperate zone, and the third one is frigid zone. Means tropical zone extremely hot we can experience, temperate zone we can find neither, this temperate zone neither so hot nor so cool. We can find the medium kind of temperatures in the temperate zone. And coming to the frigid zone, we can find the minus degrees of temperatures in the frigid zone area. Means it is completely the frozen area, which is completely the ice, the soil turned into the ice. Means a very solid form we can find in the north pole and south polar regions. Means it's completely frozen area due to the less amount of the sun rays receiving to the north pole and the south polar region. So these are the latitudes and which we have discussed today, and tomorrow let us discuss about the longitudes.